Glad to have you with us from Austin, Texas. Tonight at DKR, Bevo and the Horns ready for another home opener. A top 25 showdown coming up. Two of college football's premier teams preparing to duke it out right here on this field. As we'll see, the number 13 team in the country, the Stanford Cardinals, taking on the 7th-ranked team in the land, the Texas Longhorns. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. The Longhorns will kick it away first. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. You think the fans are ready for this one? The booth's shaking underneath us, guys. Back to the ground game on the left. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line.
Hey, 5 to 6 yards a pop. I don't know if you guys are really good at math, but that usually equals a first down every couple carries. So don't forget about the run game. Keep them honest, pound that rock.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. Nice, solid form tackle from this sophomore.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the outside.
Scrambling away. Got him downfield. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
He wants to throw. They're trying to get to him. And the defense is all over the quarterback, and down he goes.
And that's what you're trying to do, not just in this game, but for the season. You're just trying to set the tone defensively, and they do that getting the sack. They feel good about their front seven and all the athletes they have. It'll be fun to watch this unit for the rest of this game and see how they do in one-on-one situations.
He's going to pass on second down. And that pass is intercepted. Got room on the return. And a big return here as they finally get him down inside the 20.
And that's kind of a double whammy for this offense because on their opening drive, not only did they turn it over with the interception, but they've now set their defense up in a really tough spot deep in their own end.
They're just marching in and already threatening in the red zone. It's 1st and 10 from the 20. Trying to turn the corner on the right. Not a lot there. Picks up one inside the 20 to the 19.
This is a hard defense to run to the outside against because of their speed. You saw in that last play their ability to go sideline to sideline, win at the point of attack as they shut down that sweep play.
Yeah, and it's also hard when you get in the red because what do we do on defense? We bring in all the big bodies, so there's not a lot of space in there to run. I like getting the ball in the perimeter. You toss it out there, you're running back. He gets out there faster. Got a positive game. Still a couple plays here left, too.
Looks as if he's going to run it. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. They are in danger of squandering this great field position unless they can convert this 3rd and 5. Makes the grab over the middle. Powers through the defender. And the defense is swarming to keep him from getting to the first down.
You know, the tight end's going to have to do a better job of separating and giving his quarterback a place to go with the football. That time just couldn't create it, and as a result, as soon as he made the catch, he was brought to the ground, setting up 4th down.
They'll leave the offense out there to try to get it past the marker and pick up the first. They'll run the option. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal.
The plays, you know exactly what you're going to get up front. The offensive line does a great job blocking. Just create a little bit of a hole, pound through that hole. That running back, they can't tiptoe, they can't dance. Run north-south and get that first down. Nice job.
And the Longhorns have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. Fires to the tight end. Touchdown, Longhorns! And they break the seal on the scoring. They're on the board first here in the season opener. The offense did exactly what it needed to do, getting the ball in field position like that.
It's that killer mentality. You step on their throat, you keep your foot down. When you get opportunities like that, they are golden chances to put touchdowns on the board. The offense took care of business.
Oh, he's going to take a chance and bring it out. He gets a block. They bring him down, but not before a really good return sets up this offense in solid field position. Stanford has it back. The Cardinal offense returning to the field. Boy, they hope this next drive is more productive after throwing a pick last time, Jesse.
Yeah, and the coaches did a good job on the side.
And he can't escape, and down he goes. Just a great job defensively, making him go through his progressions, and he really didn't have time to do it.
And that's exactly what you do in zone coverage. You drop in your spots, you read the quarterback's eyes, make sure you take away that quick stuff, and a great job rushing the passer and getting the sack.
On 2nd down, they'll take to the air. Looking to scramble. Fires left. Wide open downfield. Plenty of room on that play, and they find their way to the 36.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
They don't seem interested in inching the ball down the field. That big play sets them up. 1st and 10 from the 36. He's going to pass. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. He's going to take off.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
And here comes the offense on 2nd down. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And I can't tell you how much I love seeing corners being willing to come up and tackle. That is so huge for a defense. You can't olay blocks and create space. You can't just hang out on the outside. You got to go set that edge.
And conversely, I can't tell you how much I hate it when receivers don't want to block. You got to do a better job on the perimeter. It's not going to be enough in this offense.
And the pressure is going to get to him, and down he goes, and that's how the 1st quarter will end. Stanford lines up to punt it away. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. And the ball will bounce at the 4 and find its way into the end zone for a touchback. So now the Longhorns take over and they'll send out the offense. Really good balance on that last drive. They mixed it up all over the place, Jesse.
Yeah, how nice, too, to have the defense on their heels, because at this point, they don't know what's coming at them. They had problems stopping everything that last drive did.
So I think this defense would come back with a little more aggressiveness. I mean, they let them have what they want, and now they got to dictate to this offense a little bit more.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. Got his man quickly. They make the stop right there. Good pickup. It's still short of the first down.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands. Get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Fairly manageable distance here on 3rd down from the 27. They'll try to get the first through the air. Finds his man down the middle. And the catch was one thing, and the run even better. A big pickup on that one. And on that 3rd and short, I don't think he was unhappy to see that zone.
Nope, it was a great job by the offense. Hey, see where the holes in the zone are? Sit down. You only need a little bit of yards on this 3rd down. Get the conversion. Move the sticks.
The Longhorns getting set on 1st and 10. The give to the back. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
Nice run there on first down. You know, this is a running back that gets better as the game goes on. So they're going to want to make sure they keep feeding him the football, let him get lathered up.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. He's looking to throw. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. And that pass is caught at the 25. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one.
On the defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-game land.
I like the idea of trying to get this guy the ball in space. He's really, really dangerous, but that's just a better job tackling on defense for no gain.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. Buys a little time. He makes a grab. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Texas!
I know we're only in game 1, but in this half, you've got to be excited about what you've seen from this offense. Really nice rhythm. Quarterback's got great command on the field with respect to what they're trying to do. And they've got some weapons. I can't wait to see what this offense does this year.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to end. He lost it high and deep down the left side. Oh, and he gets downfield for the big catch. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30. This first half of offense won't go on the highlight reel so far, but starting to get things moving. It's 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. Going back to the well, another deep ball. He was open, he had it, and he dropped it. Would have been a touchdown. Instead, it's second down.
What a play by the defender there, guys. In his own end zone, the offense has taken a shot, and if that defender was just one step behind, that would have been a touchdown. But the hit forces the incompletion.
On second down, looking to throw. Now adjusting. Unloads to the wideout. Complete downfield. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And that offensive line gave that quarterback all day to throw the football. That QB could have checked his social media, balanced his investment portfolio, and booked dinner. That's an example of 5 guys up front acting as one. Tremendous job in pass play.
From the red zone, looking for a receiver. He makes the connection. Touchdown, Stanford! Made the grab and finished the deal in the end zone.
Man, I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
So much for the touchback. Here he comes. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Here come the horns. They got it again on offense. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
It was a nice job in play calling, too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
Line getting set on second down. He's looking to throw. Coming after it. Getting some heat. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
Yeah, that's a great job. And listen, this quarterback's had success. He's already thrown for 2 touchdowns. We got to make him feel uncomfortable. This is still early in the game. Nice job by the defense, getting a hit on the quarterback and making him think a little bit.
We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires one high and deep. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down.
Offenses know and work on it all week. Third downs. We got to be really, really good. This offense not good on this 3rd down. It could come back to bite.
And the Longhorns will punt it away on 4th down. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. Stanford has it back. The Cardinal offense returning to the field. Jesse looking to take it down the field for back-to-back touchdowns.
I think it's really important for them moving forward, too, to have a lot of balance, right? You want to be able to...
And the quarterback is snowed under. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in the hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want because they can't keep their quarterback standing up straight.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Trying to get to him. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on 2nd down. They're staring at 3rd.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts, and I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Feeling the heat as he lets it go. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. The Cardinal will have to boot it away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. He'll field the punt and try to make a big play. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. They'll start this drive with a pass. He lost one down the sideline. And that'll be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter on 1st down, but 2nd down's coming up.
You know, it's a good decision by the QB because his intended target wasn't open, so throw it out of bounds. You can live to play another day here on this drive.
Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Give to the running back. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update. Stanford will boot it away to start this 2nd half. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. Here comes the Texas offense. They keep it on the ground to open the 3rd. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. He's got the back in the middle. And how about that catch and run? So dangerous, this guy.
I like how this offense throws to their running backs in different areas of the field. It's not always going to be to the perimeter. It's not always going to be screens, but they can attack the middle of the field, too, using these angle routes. Nice play call.
They'll put it in play from the 41 on 1st down. From the gun. Give on the inside. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
I'll tell you, this defensive end, not only can he pass rush, but he can play the run as well. You see him beat the offensive lineman there trying to block him and get in the backfield to make that tackle for loss. That was impressive.
Last play was a near disaster. Now dealing with 2nd and 13. A designed run for the quarterback. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a 1st down.
And Artie, it's completely changed the game. Like now it's 11 on 11 football. The quarterback used to hand it off and stand there and watch the play. Now he's very much involved in the play. He's running the football so much, and even when he's not, he's making somebody go with him and cover him. So the quarterback scrambling, the quarterback running has completely changed the way people play defense.
Got quite a ways to go to keep this drive going. It's 3rd down from the 45. From the gun, wants to pass. He'll try to do it himself. At the 35, he's open. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
It's just so hard to stop. There is no rhyme. There is no reason. He just scrambles around, makes people miss, and the next thing you know, you look up and he's 20, 30 yards down the field, and there's nothing you can do about it.
The Longhorns are moving quickly down the field. They go to the ground. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9. They're about to run a dirty half-dozen plays on this drive. Now they're going to throw it. Fires to the wideout. Hauls it in. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down.
And when you get zone coverage and you're running curls and the wide receiver sprints off the ball, you know what happens? That DB starts to bail, and that wide receiver comes back, and it's easy pitch and catch for the offense.
The Longhorns with the 1st and 10. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Touch pass on the run. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver and different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
Now facing some adversity on this drive after the loss of 4. It's 2nd and 14. He's looking to throw. Extending the play. He snares it in the end zone. Touchdown, Longhorn! And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look.
It's hard for a defense to have to cover so much space. When the offense goes empty, you get receivers and tight ends and running backs lined up out wide. You've got to expand, and it's harder to cover on the back end.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, right back to your game after we update the nation on this one. Wisconsin delivered the type of thrashing generally reserved for homecoming games in Madison. Thing is, this was a road victory, and a win like this is going to resonate throughout the Big Ten. It's one game. You don't want to react too much either way, but I think both teams will leave this one with some things to work on moving forward.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. They get him down after he makes the catch. How about this running back's ability to get into a pass pattern and get into one downfield?
Yeah, I like it, and I like the offensive coordinator continuing to work the running back in the passing game. Do more of this. It's easy. It's not hard routes. It's not things I have to read. It's matchups and what I find when my guy's better than yours and how I take advantage of it.
That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be 3rd down.
And this is why this team is losing this game. They cannot protect their quarterback. He's already been sacked a bunch of times, almost got sacked right there. This guy doesn't have a chance with the way this offensive line is playing.
He breaks a tackle. Brought to the ground, but not before getting enough for the first down.
Well, that's kind of the advantage of 3rd and medium, right? Is the defense, you keep them guessing. You can throw it, you can run it. That time they hand it off, and they pick it up.
Yeah, and you can see the D drop back a little bit. It creates a little bit of space. The running back blasts through, gets the first down.
And this set of downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play.
Well, the good news is he did a nice job reading the coverage. He knew exactly where to go with the football that time. Just a little bit too much on that pass. You wonder if that's just nerves. He's got to settle himself down a little.
2nd and 10 here. He's looking to throw. He's got his man.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding. I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
3rd down play from the gun. Pressure coming. Using his feet to buy time. More than enough time in the pocket, and he fires left. He's got it downfield for a huge gain. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it 1st and goal at the 6. They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. Quick pass on the jet motion. 1-step wrap, 2-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground. They've got it down to the 3. Now it's 2nd and goal. They'll run it to the left here, looking for the goal line. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on 3rd down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy because you know these windows, they close fast.
Extremely tight windows. Find your big body guys that you know can win in contested situations here on 3rd down.
Wants to fire it in the end zone on 3rd and goal. He caught it, and he will score! Touchdown, Cardinal! They got the score they needed, but this isn't over.
No, don't call it a comeback yet. The first part, step 1 accomplished. But this offense obviously still has work to do, but the defense has to go out and get a stop and get him the ball back.
And they'll try to tack on 2. Slams it ahead. He makes his way in for the 2, and now they trail by only 6. They march 78 yards down the field, and they close the deal with the 7-yarder for the score. He'll call for the fair catch here. And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. And they've got a little bit of a cushion here, David. If they can add to it on this drive, it would be nice.
It definitely makes a little bit of a difference. Knowing I'm up by more than a field goal, obviously, Jesse, my mindset switches, and I know I can't make mistakes.
Yeah, and David, I don't think they have to reinvent the wheel on offense here. What they've been calling has been working. Just get back to doing what you're good at.
And I think this is where coaches really earn their money late in games, right? It's in the 4th quarter. You got the lead. Do you want to stay conservative and run the football? Because I see the defenses, they start to get aggressive, and so sometimes you can take the other hand and take advantage of it.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. Dances away to buy time. Looking down the left side. It's complete. A huge pickup. Hit the He got loose. Touchdown, Texas! Texas fighting them through the air and on the ground, reminiscent of Colt McCoy's big day against A&M in 2009.
Yeah, just doing whatever they want. And this is a good spot to be. Listen, Texas gets a highly recruited kid at quarterback every single year. Can this be the guy that takes them to the next level? Today is a good day.
Makes the grab in the end zone for the two as they extend the lead. What a display of explosive capabilities on that drive. 75 yards, 2 plays, and a touchdown. He'll bring it out. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone. The Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. Trying to start the drive with a pass. They're bringing heat. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
And this has been the story of the night. The offensive line getting beat up. And this is why this team is losing. You got to protect your quarterback. This defense has had a field day with their 5th sack of the game.
Dialing up a second down pass play. He lobs one high down the left side. Oh, and he gets downfield for the big catch. And he's brought down after a huge completion.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
Going up top on first down. He's not afraid to go deep. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Stanford. Well, if the momentum hadn't shifted before, it certainly has now.
It has, and now you got some game pressure, right? That's beautiful. Now the defense comes out, get you a stop, get aggressive, but the offense a little bit of pressure now because they know if the ball goes back to the other side, they could lose this ball game.
And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And the score comes on a pass from 40 yards out. Fair catch called for and made. So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. They'll run it to keep the clock moving. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29.
I know exactly what I have to do here. Defensively, we've got to get the stop. So we're playing run. We're selling out to run because we're thinking they're going to run the football, and we got 3 timeouts. Let's use them wisely. Let's use those timeouts, save as much clock as we can so our offense has some time on the clock to do some damage when they get the football back.
Leaves it with the running back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
All right, so I know the defense is going to be aggressive, right? They got their stop. They forced the 3rd down. How aggressive does the offense want to be in response? Because if I throw the football, get a 1st down, I can run this clock almost out. This defense has to make a choice, but this offense, how aggressive do you want to be?
This is where you make the money on the drives. Ball at the 30, it's 3rd and short. Now on the move. And they're able to get a 3rd down stop here. See if they go for it on 4th.
You know, this offensive line, they just got to hold their blocks a little bit longer. This offense likes to run their quarterback on design plays. And if you can just give him a little crease, he can take it the distance, but they couldn't get it done there.
Perhaps emboldened by converting a 4th down earlier in the game, they'll try a second time. Got it past the marker. Turns out to be an easy conversion for this offense as they move the chains on 4th down.
That's a great example of the receiver knowing exactly where the 1st down marker is. He got the depth he needed to get, so once he was able to make the catch, he already knew he had it. Now, a fresh set of downs.
And the Longhorns have it with a 1st and 10. They'll run it out of the shotgun.
And it's just simple 1st down run, showing your physicality, setting your offense up in a good spot.
Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. The Longhorns enter the final minute with the lead, trying to run out the clock. Quick completion to the right. Excellent job working through the air. They're finding a hole in that defense and picking up a 1st down.
He's over 150 yards featuring this guy, featuring this weapon. You know he's a mismatch, and you're going to exploit it. Great job by the offense.
They'll snap it from the 30 on 1st down. Hand off from the shotgun. And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9. Timeout is called by the defense. A mere 21 seconds to go here.
Smart offense. I love it, man. Make them use that timeout. Run the football. I can run the football and let that clock now tick inside of a minute. I'm in great situation to win this football game. Just be smart and keep that thing running.
And excellent vision to find running room there and make a really good pickup before the defense put a stop to it. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Now down to the 12-yard line. It's 1st down.
Here we go. Black 24. Black 24.
The give to the back. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior.
At the 11-yard line. 2nd down.
They get a big win here and start the season on a positive note.
You got to love that as the players. You come out, you have so much anticipation coming into the season, finally getting ready to play in front of a live audience. You're able to come out and execute to get this win under your belt. David, couldn't be a better way to start the year.
And for the losing team, obviously, it's a little bit different. You have something to look at now to analyze where do I need to get a little bit better, but plenty of time still left in the season to improve and turn it around.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack.